Hey guys, in this video I will be showing you how to submit a pull request that contains commits that contain changes that are only affecting your personal student directory. So the idea is that you're working on master. We're going to create a very specific branch that only has a few commits that affect your homework, and then we'll submit that as opposed to submitting a pull request that contains your changes to all files across the class repository, like example starter code or things of that nature. So over here on the right, I have a persistent Git log that will keep refreshing as we move around and make changes to our Git repository. So the very first thing that we should do is just make sure that we're up to date. And we can do that by doing a git fetch upstream. So I can currently see that this is where I am now because head is telling me that. And what I need to do is merge in this upstream master branch. So we'll go ahead and git merge upstream / master. And I need to go ahead and save and quit this file, and then we should see a change over here. So now I see that my head now points to, or is the parent of 2 commits, but it just means that upstream master has been merged. So we're good to go. So now what we should do is create a brand new branch, homework, and only make homework changes to that branch. So the way that we do that is with a git command, git checkout. So git checkout is normally used for switching between branches, but if we pass it the -b option, it will first create a branch and then switch to it. So we'll do git checkout -b, and then the name of the branch that we want to create. So in this case, it will be homework. Excellent. So I switched to a new branch, homework. And actually, if I look on my Git log over here, I can see that there's a new homework branch. So that's pretty cool. So now what we need to do is go into classes and then go into our last class, which was collections and loops. That's in O3, collections and loops. We'll go into the start code, and let's just pick one as an example. So what I'm going to do is copy x underscore teddit hashes.rb. I need to copy that to my student directory, which for me is on my desktop in the BudDC1 folder, and then there's a students folder, and then there should be a Jesse Shaw folder. So now if I do a git status, I see that I have this untracked file that I've just added. So let's go back up to the root of the repository, and what we'll do is go ahead and start tracking this file. So now if we do another git status, it says, oh hey, there's a new file and it's in your students Jesse Shaw x teddit hashes.rb. So what we'll do now is go ahead and make a commit while we're on the homework branch. And I'm just going to say something like added starter code. So this is before I've edited anything at all. And I can see already that now where I currently am, head is advanced and it's 1 commit ahead of master. And it contains only that change. So let's go ahead and edit this file here, the one that we just copied into our students directory. I'm going to use Vim, but you could just as easily use Sublime to edit this file. And the idea is that I want to have a couple of lines, add Ruby code here, this is my solution, all done, ready to submit. So the idea is that instead of writing comments, you would have written actual Ruby code. So we'll go ahead and save and quit that file. We'll do another git status, and I can see that this file has been modified. So we'll add that to the staging area, do another git status. It tells me that I have changes that are ready to be committed. So I'll go ahead and make that commit. Git commit -m, we'll say completed homework. So now my homework branch has 2 commits that are ahead of master. So now what we need to do is push our homework branch to GitHub, and then we'll submit the pull request. So we'll do git push origin homework. So that pushes it. It creates a new branch on GitHub. So now we need to go into here, github.com/jshaw/budc1, but of course that'll be your username. And now what we need to do is open up the pull request. So we'll click on this little green button here, and then we need to click edit because what I want to do is merge my homework branch into the GA students branch. So let's go ahead and click on this edit, and then we'll click on this drop down menu here to select our homework branch. And then, so finally it contains a couple of different commits, but let's see how these match up. So it should be everything up until upstream master, right? So these merge commits, there's something, well, let's see, let's pull up the, yeah, I'm actually not sure. I mean, it's showing 4 commits, but these merge commits, they don't contain any changes. It's purely just a placeholder to say what has happened. But the important part is that if I look at this pull request, and I look at the diff stats, I can see that only one file has been changed, and that one file was in my students directory. So that looks good to me. I'll go ahead and create the pull request, and I'll send it in. And that's how you do it. So in the next video, I will show you how to selectively or retroactively go back and get commits. If you've already started working on your homework in the master branch and everything is kind of together, it'll be a big mess. So I'll show you how to fix that up.